The Birla Industrial and Technological Museum (BITM) is a science museum in Kolkata in the eastern Indian state of West Bengal. It is a unit under the National Council of Science Museum (NCSM) under the Ministry of Culture and the Government of India. It is under the governmental jurisdiction of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. BITM is commonly recognized as a precursor of India's science museum concept. Dr. Bidhan Chandra Rai, the celebrated former Chief Minister of West Bengal, felt motivated to establish a similar establishment in India for citizen participation in science and technology following a tour of the Deutsche Museum in Munich, Germany. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, India's Prime Minister, and entrepreneur Shri Ghanshyam Das Birla supported and encouraged his concept and endeavors in this area. Birla Park, his magnificent mansion and surrounding block of land in Calcutta's affluent Baliganj neighborhood, was bequeathed to the CSIR to establish an industrial and technological museum. In 1956, Pandit Nehru got his wonderful donation from Sri G.D. Birla. The voyage from the Government of India taking over Birla Park in 1956 to the inauguration of the museum in 1959 was spectacular and demanding. The development of India's first scientific museum under the aegis of the central government was the product of meticulous research and diligent work by Museum Steering Group, which was led by Dr. B.C. Rai himself and included several notable scientists, educators and entrepreneurs. Professor Humayun Kabir, the then Union Minister for Scientific Research and Cultural Affairs, inaugurated BITM to the world on 2nd May 1959 in the presence of B.C. Roy, the former Director General of CSIR, Professor M.S. Thakur, and BITM Planning Officer Shri Amolendu Bose. Electricity, petroleum, nuclear physics, metallurgy of iron, steel and copper, optics, electronics and television were among the first exhibitions at BITM. Motive power, communication, mining, popular science, transport, underground mock-up coal mine, and atom were among the numerous additional exhibits that sprung up as a result. However, since the public expectations for BITM have changed, many of these old galleries have either been completely restored or replaced with modern exhibits. BITM has been providing in-museum instructional programs such as common seminars and film shows since its inception. Since 1965, science demonstration lectures for children remained a common element of BITM. BITM also launched the first ever mobile science exhibition MSE on Wheels in the same period with the theme of our familiar electricity. Since 1968, BITM has hosted Science Fair for pupils and the first Teachers Training Program TTP was inaugurated the same year. Creative Ability Center CAC, Computer Awareness Programs, Engineering Fair, Pet Library, Inflatable Dome Planetarium Show, Public Science Show, Student Science Seminar, Drama, Vacation Hobby Camps and numerous other in-museum and community engagement academic initiatives and events have been incorporated over the decades. BITM presently features 12 educational and particularly art installations, including a dedicated collection for the visually impaired individuals called World in Darkness. BITM hosts a variety of educational activities all year round and frequently hosts extremely engaging scientific exhibitions and experiments. The foundation of BITM in 1959 and its rising prominence among the common populace, particularly the student population, contributed to the development of the National Council of Science Museum, which currently supervises a nationwide network of science museum and science center. The Visvesvaraya Industrial and Technological Museum (VITM) in Bangalore, which officially opened in 1965 and became the second in CSIR network, was entrusted in the BITM team in 1964. The Planning Commission of India established a special unit in 1973 to examine the operations of the Science Museum with the purview of CSIR. It recommended a potential direction of expansion while progress on the next endeavor in Mumbai, eventually to be called Nehru Science Center, began. The unit considered Science Museum as having enormous possibilities for incorporating non-formal scientific education and instilling a scientific mindset in the country. It was advised that science museums be established across the country in a threefold network: national, regional, and district, and that a central organization is to be established to drive this vast expansion plan and manage the operations of the science museums. As a result, the National Council of Science Museum was established on April 4, 1978, and two established museums, the BITM in Calcutta and VITM in Bangalore, were separated from CSIR and placed under an NCM's authority. The NCSM network now includes 25 science museums and science centers around India, 8 of which are under the direct operational jurisdiction of the BITM. There were significant alterations once the Birlas acquired the property, and the Tagore's original home was transformed for these purposes. It is important to note that today the BITM has several distinguished centers operating within the facility that includes biotechnology, communication technology gallery, children's gallery, electricity, fascinating physics, life science, mathematics, metals, mock-up coal mine, motive power, popular science, television and transport. Among the regular activities of the BITM is included 3D film show, underground mock-up coal mine show, science shows on surprising chemical reactions, science magic and miracle, fun science and bubble show, sky observation and inflatable dome planetarium. It is important to mention that BITM has contributed as a foundational inspiration for science among generations in eastern India and also in the city of Kolkata in West Bengal. It has inspired countless generations of science workers, scientists, science communicators and reporters for their fascination for science, and provides an outstanding platform for people to get together and explore the various vistas of science and technology in an audience explanation platform that is awe-inspiring. The outstanding trained staff members of the BITM and the guides who help visitors in understanding the basic principles of science and how they operate in our daily life is fascinating. The training has been such that the guides interact with the visitors in a manner that makes them understand the complex principles of science in simple terms. One of the most fascinating aspects of BITM currently are the various shows that they organize for the students in order to understand or appreciate science through direct demonstration. For example, the biotechnology lab provides a year-long support for students who take membership either through institutions or individually to work on various projects. State-of-the-art laboratories are provided under Innovation Hub and Biotechnology that are being used by students from 6 to 12 class ranges, as well as UG and PG students who are provided with training, guidance, as well as the inspiration to work on various projects, resulting in high-quality results that have innovative outcomes that can be used potentially to develop into industrial outcomes down the future. BITM is a temple of creation of science enthusiasts in the country and inspire countless generation of students, professors, teachers, academicians and researchers to understand science in the most fascinating manner, in the most appropriate platforms generated through its beautiful galleries and displays that makes understanding of science a fascinating exercise for people visiting here. For those visiting Kolkata, the BITM is a must-visit center. One of the cornerstone of BITM is the state-of-the-art lab, where in the television section, where they have an outstanding show on how the green screen is used for taking photographs and videographs that are used in modern Hollywood, Bollywood movies. This is a fascinating aspect that teaches kids to understand that there is no power in the superpower characters that they show as a cartoon or in the movies. It is all science that works behind this fascinating part. BITM continues to serve for generation as a source of inspiration for all and is one of the cornerstone of scientific education and science communication center for the city. Shoykot Kumar Basu, Bureau Report, Kalinga Chronicle TV.